Okay, this is my health and wellness video type site. Why do it at all? I think I need to tell you just a very little bit about myself. Basically, I've been a GP for 40 years. I've still got the same sort of passion for medicine and for learning about things and for learning about what makes people get ill in the first place, and perhaps more important, what really makes them get better and how to keep healthy, and perhaps the most important thing of all, how to prevent illness, which I believe is really where the future lies. And then along came the internet. Well, maybe I'm not the right generation for the internet. It's a bit sort of advanced for me. My grandchildren know all about the internet. Needless to say, I think they were born with internet connections practically direct to their brain. For me, it's all a little unfamiliar. But I realize what a revolution it is. I started my own website about a year ago, and it's actually had a very big impact on my practice. And more than anything else, it's opened my eyes to what's really going on in the world. You really do need a website. And it's all very well saying a few interesting things on it, having a bit of writing on it. But really and truly, you really need to move with the times. And if you want to communicate with people, they need to be able to see you, they need to be able to hear you. There needs to be a real feeling of closeness and togetherness. I use the internet just about every day. It seems that most other people do too. Only yesterday, Apple came out with their fantastic Magic Tablet, which is yet another advance and yet another billion people in the world who will no doubt start using the internet like there's no tomorrow. Well, that's what they hope at any rate, and I hope so too, to be honest. Is it a good thing, the internet, in medical terms? It certainly is a revolution. Practically anyone can find out practically anything that they want to know about, especially when it comes to medicine, but in all sorts of other areas. It opens up a whole new world of possibilities. It is staggering. I have to use it to find out about illnesses that I maybe haven't heard about before. A foreigner might come in wanting some medication that they're on with a name that I've never heard of because it's in Argentina or it's in Australia or America and or Iran, and lo and behold, you just key the name of the tablet into Google and bingo, there's your answer, and a whole lot on it as well. It saves me a huge amount of time. And I think it's a very exciting thing to be a doctor around this time. I don't think human progress in terms of medicine has ever occurred as fast as it is today. We're learning more and more, and it's a very exciting time to be a doctor and to see these things coming to fruition. There are fantastic things lying on the horizon. Will we overcome cancer? Will we be able to deal with dementia? I expect one of these days we shall. The one thing I'm quite certain about is that in 30 or 40 years' time from now, whatever we think now is written in stone, we will discover was nonsense, and all sorts of things that we could have done, or that we will then be able to do, we can't even dream of doing at the moment. So things are moving ahead, and it's creating great problems. Medicine's getting terribly expensive. There are things that people can do to help themselves that really don't cost, are quite enjoyable, and that really will actually improve the public health probably more than all the doctors put together. Preventable illness. And people who can prevent it are you and me. But you can only really do these things if you know what the risks are. And the risks are very high. Strokes, heart attacks, cancer, we're all worried about the same things. You can take action yourselves. You actually can help to keep yourselves healthy. But this requires communication. And how well do you communicate with your local GP? Or with the hospital specialist you go and see? or with doctors you see on the television, or more particularly with politicians standing there hectoring you about you can eat hamburgers, when actually the not the swine flu, that one was the, whatever it was, you know the stuff I mean. Can we stop that bit? Oh, bovine encephalitis, the mad cow disease. Okay, we'll start off at, okay, you can eat hamburgers. Just when the mad cow disease was really taking off, we had a minister giving one to his child. I hope they didn't get Jakob Creutzfeldt disease. That really would have been a tragic outcome, but we may need to wait 30 years to find out. Then again, others are saying you shouldn't eat hamburgers, it's all junk food. Food is food, you know. It's how much you eat of it and how often you eat it. Moderation in all things, the golden mean. There is nothing better to be done than that. Nothing is actually bad for you that's food. The only thing that's really bad for you is starvation or deficiency. So I think it's all about communication. And I think exciting things are happening out there. I read about them. I do get excited about them. I get a bee in my bonnet about them. And I want to share that excitement with you. That's what it's all about. And in the long run, I believe that's the way forward anyway. Better communication so we can learn to help ourselves. That's the very best medicine. Thank you.